Good evening, everybody. I hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving Day. If you don't celebrate the holiday, I just say Turkey Day. Hopefully, a lot of people they just like to, go to a friend's or family's house, loved one's house, and enjoy the festivities and eat, eat, eat. Okay. Some people just don't acknowledge it at all. That's your business, whatever. But to those, who usually do, I hope you had a great one. I did. I was with family. I had a nice time. Great food. People I haven't seen in, ooh, 30 years. Oh my God. Oh my God. Time passed by so fast. So lately, um, I've been feeling a tug on my spirit, like there's something I'm supposed to be doing, you know? Um, it kind of stresses me a bit because it makes me feel unaccomplished. Now, I am a late bloomer. I'm not going to lie. I am a late bloomer. I accept that for the most part. But this something has been pulling and tugging at me, and I'm wondering if it's just me or has anyone else been feeling and going through the same thing. All right. So, like I said, it's been a little bit stressful, and I'm not sure what this thing is trying to tell me or trying to guide me to or trying to get me to see, or you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes your spirit or your ancestors or your angels, they will poke you. Now they'll keep poking you when they want to get your attention. So I am so glad that December is right around the corner. A couple of days later, I believe Monday's the 1st. This is going on Saturday. All right. For me, December is the most powerful time of the year. I'm not into Christmas. All right. Um, I do respect that other people are, so I might send a card or two out, but I'm not into Christmas. Okay. But what I do for December, the things that I do are very ritualistic. They're very spiritual. They're very empowering, and they're centered in healing, particularly emotional healing. But so many people are sick, so it's definitely physical healing also. But definitely, it's always been emotional for me. I started this, I call it the ritual. I started it in 2012 because I needed some healing so bad, and I felt like I couldn't afford a therapist, and I didn't really know too much about shadow work, but what I was doing was actually shadow work. This is shadow work, okay, for me. Uh, so I eventually found a therapist just 3 years ago, and it helped me out a lot. But I know also for a fact, doing this ritual once a year also helped me to get over my feelings of anger, my bitterness, and my pain. And here we go, again, another year, my most favorite time of the year. Now, I have noticed that December 1st through the 9th, there tends to be some type of deep healing that occurs. I am not lying, y'all. I have always felt this weird thing between the 1st and the 9th of December. And it was like, it reminded me of healing. Okay, so I've been every year around this time, I talk about the ritual and what, I'm planning to do, this ritual or what I'm being led to do. Some years I've been led to do cleanses, parasite cleanses, um, uh, do colon cleanses, just cleanse my body. Um, we can still do that. I still want to do that, but I'm kind of like on that path every day, especially the parasite cleanse, definitely. Because I take raw garlic. Um, I have teas that are great for parasites and cleansings, and I do that every week anyway. But it wouldn't hurt to just do a major one this time of year, especially starting around December the 1st through the 9th. So I can't explain what I was feeling, but I had decided to do ritual around that time, the first week of December, because the ritual was for all of December that I was, and then I would do a fast, and then um, sort of do a resurrection and do a vision board for whatever I was feeling and what I want to manifest next year. And, and I would get these divine messages. So this December, I am going to be doing herbal baths. I'm going to do my herbal baths. There's a medium I go to every once in a while when I really feel like I'm lost and I need some guidance. And she told me about the herbal baths. She started with the hyssop and showed me the scripture in the Bible that talks about cleansing with hyssop, the Psalms 51. If you don't know that the Psalms book in the Bible is a very powerful book. You do not have to be a Christian to read and abide by it, sweetheart. It is very powerful. So she had me mix the hyssop with some sea salt and bay leaf. And forgive me, I can't think of the other things that she had me use, but you could use the hyssop, buy some hyssop and bay leaves and do your own herbal baths. All right. And she had me uh offer a blessing to them, of thankfulness, like something simple as smoke from incense, and then you put a penny and let that boil, and while it's boiling, you repeat the Psalms 51, and then you ask what you want. It was very deep, and had me wear white to bed for 3 days in a row, for 3 nights in a row, and I felt the power in that. Now you don't have to get that intense yet, but it's time for us to start taking some regular herbal baths. She was telling me you need to take them at least twice a month, and that's what I will be doing for now on. Now, I know this is late for some. Some people are just not good at doing things at the last minute, because you're going to have to look up what herbs that you want to use together to manifest in your life, whether it's wealth, love, protection, cleansing, ridding of negative spiritual energies around you. There is just so many things that you could do with the herbs. You boil them, and then you can strain the herb out and use the herbal water in your bath water, or if you're going to do a shower, you can put the herbal cleanser or whatever you're using it for on yourself, starting pour it on yourself, starting with your feet on up to your head, your face, or whatever. But like I said, this is like a short notice, so I still suggest you do like a cleansing bath, but use Epsom salt unless you can get a hold of some herbs. Use Epsom salt, and I suggest that you do use that Epsom salt at least 3 times for that week. The whole 9 days if you can. Epsom salt has a lot of salt in it, and I don't know how it affects high blood pressure or other ailments that you might have. You want to be careful, but I'm believing that you can take at least 3 Epsom salt baths within that 9-day period. Also, you want to do some serious shadow work. You want to write down what's ailing you, what you want to manifest, what type of healing you want and need to manifest. For you want to work on your forgiveness and just letting things go and just let it go. Those people who hurt you um so many years ago or recently or whatever, they can't hurt you anymore. In most all cases, they cannot hurt you anymore. Okay, you might have to do a herbal bath to get a ritual to get people off your back and out of your space. Okay, so yeah, just be creative. You might just want to do an herbal bath to enhance your happiness, or whatever it is on your heart to do. But this is a very special healing time, so we want to be doing our meditations. We want to do our herbal baths or our Epsom salt baths, cleansing baths. We want to be praying. Should do some yoga, tai chi, whatever. We want to get off into the spirit and not just be getting that healing energy indirectly, just, going through that time period and being like, oh, wow, I feel something weird this time period. What's going on? I mean, it's a warmth. I kid you all not. I kid you not. It's a warmth, and you just feel it. And you want to interact with that purposely, that energy, so you can really, really make it work for you, for the betterment of your situation and your relationships and your life. All right. I do this every year. I'm gonna really, really get off into it and get real serious about it this year, and be, interact with that energy and open up to it, so I can get the healing and the blessings that I need, forgive others. And a lot of times we need to forgive ourselves. That's very important. If you can't forgive yourself, it doesn't make any sense to try to forgive somebody else. If you don't love yourself, you can't expect to be loved. You got to love yourself. You got to heal. I've had self-esteem issues and self-worth issues from child abuse and neglect, and oh wow, all my life. I've suffered from depression and just being isolated from the world. And I'm still, I was always a loner as a child. Nothing wrong with it, but I was able to balance that. But as life went on, and I carried on in such, in such an unhealed state, it's that lonerness started turning into isolation. Being a loner turned into being isolated, and that's not good. There was no balance there. So this time of year, oh yeah. And so the solstices are very beneficial for me anyway. Those are my times, the winter solstice and the summer solstice. So I make the best of the winter solstice. After the 3 days, after the sun stands still, 25th, no, the 21st, 22nd, one of them, excuse me. Sun stands still, and then when that sun is released and it starts to go further upward towards its highest height, which is the summer solstice, is a time in a period that I celebrate. All right. So between the 22nd of December and the 25th, sun stands still, and sun is comes back from the dead or is reborn or whatever. And then, that energy that's looking upward is the type of energy that you can terraform into your life as, moving forward towards your highest height of financial stability, highest height of health, of love, of self-love, acceptance, better relationships, yada, yada. So this is a very important time for me, and you can make it very important, sacred to you too, and get the benefits. All right, get the benefits. So, like I said, I'm just now really getting into and opening up to the first week of December, and just letting that time just come in and just bless my life and just be open to it, instead of just get it, just get that little feeling and boost and that feel good. I'm actually opening up so it can manifest into my life for the rest of the year. So this is the time to let go all that you don't want to take into um, the new year. All right, you want to leave this old year behind, old drama, old baggage. You want to leave that behind. Leave that behind, and you want to do it ritualistically, so you won't take that stuff next into your next year. Okay, so I wish I could have been in the mood to talk about this earlier, so people could really prepare. But I ain't gonna lie. I've been just feeling weird and strange this year. Like I said, something's been pulling and tugging at my spirit. It's going to tell me the door is going to open, and I'm going to know exactly what spirit is doing for me. But yeah, I just wanted to share the ritual with you, because I want you to bless your life like it has blessed my life, you know. And I'm about to optimize it this year. So thank you all for listening. Again, I hope everyone had a great holiday and great holidays, and a great end of this year and a great new year. Peace.